Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, taken in part exchange about an hour ago. It's been a busy day today. This Mazda6 2-litre Sport Nav Plus petrol car, manual, presented in machine grey with a black leather interior. Okay, now we've got a sister car there today, so we've got a few of these Mazda6s which we're delighted to have in our used car offering. Now this car, for you, those eagle-eyed people out there, has got a towing eye cap missing, which we've got on order, but the customer came out one day and somebody had pinched it. Okay, so that's on order, but the rest of the car is absolutely beautiful. As I take you around the car, I'll give you a bit of history behind it. It was actually our showroom car. It was collected in February 2019 to a long-lasting customer of ours. I won't mention his name, but we really appreciate his business. Thank you. He picked up his MX-30, our electric vehicle, today. Hopefully he'll be as happy with that as he is with this Mazda6. And he's had a few cars from us. His daughter has as well. So we know the car. He's a local chap. He's always has it serviced with us, and he's a very loyal customer. So we know the car very, very well. And he's a bit of a car enthusiast that really does look after his car as well. Now, let's start with the boot, and then let's make our way into the car. Now, even being a saloon car, a booted car, this is an enormous boot. Okay, you've got 60-40 split rear seats, so the rear seats will come down. All right. So we've sold a few of these to taxi drivers. Oh, there's a few leaves under here, do apologise. You've got space there for a spare wheel should you require one. They came as an accessory, not a standard feature of the car. I think these days, the way people see it is not a lot of people would change their wheel, so cars don't tend to have them, but you can get them if it's something you require. Now this car's very well spec'd. I always had Mazda6s as company cars before I opted out of the company car scheme, and I found them incredibly comfortable, really good on fuel, and very well spec'd. And look at that there. Look at the rear seat. Look how deep that rear seat is. Plenty of room. Really lovely, comfortable car. But unfortunately, saloon cars are kind of on the demise. Apart from like the big, like limo type cars like S-Class, Mercedes, etc. People are going for like SUV type vehicles. I personally prefer a booted car, a saloon car. You've got the all-important USB chargers up here, and up front you've got two more USBs, and they also read data. So you've got the black leather seats, privacy glass, you've got the keyless entry, so the car will recognise you've got the key on yourself and it will open, or unlock, sorry. You've got the electric front seats, memory on the driver's side. The car's all in lovely condition, non-smoking car. It's had no pets in the vehicle. Yeah, no unpleasant smells at all. Smells like a new car, really. So let's go around the other side and I'll go through some features and benefits of this vehicle. Oh, being the later car, so later than the one that my colleague's photographing over there, this car has radar cruise control, so active cruise control, adaptive cruise control, sorry, that's what I meant. So it'll actually track the car in front. If that car slows down, this car will slow down in turn, so you're not always adjusting your cruise control, which kind of defeats the object of it, Look at that, I've got the original tag for when this car came off the transporter. That was its chassis, 601121. Electric windows, mirrors, auto folding wing mirrors. You've got the memory there, memory seats. You've got the original overmats there. You've got traction control. I-stop, so intelligent engine stop start. The engine will turn off when in traffic. Parking sensors front and rear, and a rear camera, colour rear camera. Now this is being the Sport Nav Plus model. This came with all the safety features as standard, which was an option on that one there, I keep turning around to that car there. On that car there, you had to pay, I think, about £800 to have lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, which I'll explain in a minute, and high beam control. This car came with them as standard, and also the heads-up display. So you've got 2 keys with this car. Okay, you put your foot on the clutch, and she fires into life. One of the first things you'll notice is the heads-up display. So that's projected onto the window. None of this like sort of plastic perspex screens, and that will give you your speed, speed limit, basic sat nav functions. It'll give you some warning as well. So any warnings will come up there as well. So if you imagine looking ahead or looking down, I know what's safer whilst you're driving. Yeah, so a very good feature. These cars have got the largest sat nav screen. So the early 60s that looked the same sort of shape had it sort of built into the dash. Then it sort of popped out of the dash, which is that one there my colleague's photographing, and then the screen was made bigger on these Plus models, and the button was moved. There was a different fascia here. It's just a nicer car. Not that the older one, I'm not knocking the older one, but they have made some really lovely improvements. Now this car's done 19,832 miles, full service history. Okay, that's with ourselves. You've got automatic wipers, automatic lights, you've got adaptive cruise control, which mentioned earlier, trip computer, you can make, decline a call there. You've got LED lights, automatic lights, cool, the list goes on. Dual zone climate control, CD player, electric handbrake with hill hold assist. This here now is touchscreen. However, once you're moving along, it's disengaged as a touchscreen, but you can navigate it using this multimedia commander. Okay, so look at this here. So you've got DAB radio, so you can listen to Talk Sport nice and clearly, not all the crackling. FM, AM, AHA, Stitcher, Bluetooth, USB 1, 2 as your sources of entertainment. If you don't have DAB, I think with this car having it kind of future-proofs you, because I know a lot of FM channels are switching off and going straight over to DAB. And if you're a sports fan, look at that, nice and clear. Okay. Once your phone's paired up, you can also stream all your music here. Now, this car can have an upgrade to have CarPlay, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which will then appear here. And then you can use your apps on your phone, not all of them, because I know some of them are restricted for driving, you know, but Google Maps, Waze, Spotify, etc. can be accessed through this system here. So connectivity is brilliant, even on a car that's now 19, 20, 20, oh yeah, 3 years old. Okay, right, so once your phone's paired up, you can access your phone book, your call list, dial call, missed calls, etc. Okay, navigation, you've got a great sat nav screen here. Find address, put your postcode in, and off you go. All right, when you're on your journey, you can find useful places nearby. I'm always looking for a fuel station, always pick up cars with no fuel, and you can find them there, the direction, the distance. Now, you can set up a Wi-Fi hotspot from your phone, so your car's then connected to the internet, and then it will also have fuel prices, live traffic updates, etc, etc. So yeah, really well spec'd. Connectivity is marvellous, and let's go to the settings. Sorry, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here, getting carried away. So you've got your heads-up display, you can move that up and down, hopefully you can see that move, yeah. And then you can set your seat and that, so when you get in, it will set to that setting. So say you and the second driver obviously sit in different places, it'll all adjust to your seat setting, and you can also program the key fobs to that. So as you approach the car, if you open the car, it will set to the setting you set that key fob at, and we can show you how to do that when you collect the vehicle. Then you've got lots of other things, brightness control of the heads-up display, etc. Display here, you can turn this display off. Safety, so Car's got distance recognition support. Okay, so that's the like active cruise control. Smart city braking, so if you get too close to the car in front, so I was to roll up to this post, the brakes would apply, providing I wasn't braking, turning, accelerating, so I wasn't intentionally doing it, and if I'm doing under 20 miles an hour. Great thing is, a lot of accidents happen at slow speed. Insurance companies see that, and obviously this system will help prevent that, and it should reflect in your premium. You've got blind spot monitoring system. So on the wing mirrors here, there's little, I don't know if you can see these shaded out parts. Well, they will light up when somebody overtakes you or undertakes you. Another great thing, so you don't pull out, you know, and have a you know, a collision. So that's another really good thing to have. Lane keep assist, so the car will help keep you in lane. So when you're driving down the motorway, for example, and you're veering out of a lane, the car will correct you. If you let go of the steering wheel, and I'm not saying to do this, please don't do this, it will tell you to hold the steering wheel. It will correct you twice and say then hold the steering wheel. So another great function. Traffic sign recognition system. So really good, great safety functions. An amazing sound system, Bose sound system. Clock's GPS synced, so you never have to learn to change that. And then you've got some nice settings, you know, rain sensing wipers, door lock, so walk away lock. When you walk away, the car will lock itself. Obviously you can change all this. Lighting, there's always nice things in here. High beam control, so you've got high beam on, someone comes the other way, it will dip your lights. It will dip your lights so not to blind oncoming traffic, so you never have to be, you know, doing all that as you drive along. One less distraction. Adaptive front lights, so they will turn with the car. So I mean, I've got some old cars, very old cars at home. When you drive it down country lanes where I live, I can't see a thing. Something like this, I see more at night than I do in the day. So really excellent. And then you've got lovely features here like coming home lights. Lights will stay on, and you can just adjust this, of course, for 30 seconds. Until you get, you know, until you get yourself into the house. And leaving home lights, when it's dark, you open the car up, the lights will be on, you know, to sort of greet you to the car. So yeah, some really wonderful features. Okay, you can change the language and bits and pieces. So this is a lovely one owner, and we know the customer very well. Full history, Mazda 6, petrol, low miles. Sport Nav Plus, okay, so all the lovely little revisions. All right, we will service and MOT the car if it requires doing. I can't remember when this was last done, and it will carry a 12-month Mazda ZZ Plus parts and labour warranty. Part exchange is extremely welcome. It doesn't have to be a Mazda or a Suzuki. We sell lots of different brands. So we can often give extremely good prices. I know it's easy to get valuations on your cars these days. Obviously do your homework, make sure you've been treated fairly, and I'm sure we can match or even better those prices. And we really do like having a part exchange. So don't think, oh, I'll get a better deal without. That doesn't really apply. We have finance facilities to suit all, and we have the facility to extend the warranty for up to 3 years. So if you need any more specific photos or video of this car, please don't hesitate to ask. If there's any questions, anything I haven't covered, don't hesitate to ask. And do inquire at any time of day. We do keep an eye on our voicemails, on our emails, out of normal business hours. We appreciate the fact that people are often, you know, researching cars out of hours. I'd certainly do in the evening. I sit there and I have a little browse. Don't have time to do it in the day. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.